back, baby faces. Victor Villain here. Leslie's making their way to the room.
Mischief, you heard?
JP Savage.
Old school.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
We back, and this time we got some reinforcements.
And he forgot how to press play.
What? It's playing, though.
It's playing. We played.
So, Raw? Or we talk about news?
Let's bring on some news, man. It's been
First
hot.
and foremost, want to thank you guys for, holding off on the show for a couple weeks while in my absence.
Nah, the show's been going. The news popping.
Oh, I didn't hear it. It wasn't working.
Hey, we apologize, ladies and gentlemen, since now the rabbit's out of the hat. So, we've been having some technical difficulties. SoundCloud's been having some technical difficulties. But we back and running, thank God. And luckily, we passed all of that. We're past all that, and we're on to bigger and better, non-nicer things.
Technical difficulties and contract disputes, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what happens when we have too many nice things.
Hey.
I haven't had my first nice thing yet.
That's what she said. So, news.
So what up?
All right, we're burying the lead here.
So we have a lot of news.
Damn, are you going to jump into it?
Go.
Jump in.
Start it up.
Moxley, baby! Let's talk about John motherfucking Moxley.
Hey, Yodi? Who that?
What you mean, Dean Ambrose? You don't know Dean Ambrose turned into John Moxley?
Who broke the kayfabe?
You mean the guy that became a free agent at 12 a.m. this morning and
Oh.
dropped that video
Damn.
on his Twitter?
On his Twitter?
Twitter?
On his Twitter.
Twitter?
That feels like should be
How we
censored.
feeling about that, gentlemen? Let's go down the line. Preach, Chubby.
I'll see you at Double or Nothing. May 25th.
Oh.
Just saying.
Old school.
I'll see you at Money in the Bank.
Oh.
May 19th.
You know, I thought I was the...
What do you think?
I think fuck barbed wire. That's about it.
Damn,
You don't like barbed wire?
Calm down, Cactus Jack.
Yeah, really.
son.
That was unnecessary.
If you think that this is a fucking WWE work, you are the dumbest motherfucker alive. Like, there is no way.
says the same person that just a couple months ago said there's no way he's leaving.
Holy shit, you see how that works? Yo, I've been saying this is a work for fucking months. And I was wrong.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Yeah?
You fucked
Well, how
up.
does the tide turn, my friend?
What are you talking about?
What are your thoughts on the Moxley situation?
Puppets and puppets across the world.
Oh.
In a time where you're supposed to be the most woke. Gentlemen, I thought I've raised you well.
What a turd burglar.
I thought I've paved the way.
He is what he eats.
This is a motherfucking work. Dean Ambrose is no longer part of WWE. But if you look at that video and you tell me that you do not see WWE produced all over that motherfucker,
Go on.
you got something
Tell me what
coming.
part of that is produced.
All
Because
of
there's
that
barbed wire, there's broken bottles, but specifically broken beer bottles.
All catered to
He's
the character.
breaking out of a fucking prison,
Of an
aka
asylum.
WWE.
That he uses the Iron Man shield. I mean the Iron Man shield, the Captain America shield to break through the wall. Apparently.
And there's a
That was
big,
awesome.
and he's getting chased down by a big dog.
The big dog.
The big dog.
Get off my yard. Big dog. Big
And it was bleeding with the barbed wire at the end of the hand.
I loved all of that, by the way.
Oh, it was
But-
excellent.
But that all caters to the character. Fine, whatever was in the video was in the video. The graphics, the way
character?
it was formed, the perfect, all the clear picture, the HD quality. That's all WWE.
You agree with this
That's
idiot?
all WWE.
No, that's just a conspiracy
one.
theory,
That's just
but-
one.
but-
That's just one
But
thing.
I will say this. It reminds me of when Cody Rhodes went to New Japan and Bullet Club. The same kind of feel in that promo.
So
And you think WWE?
WWE?
no.
WWE.
What if John Moxley's going to New Japan?
Oh shit.
I don't think that's where he goes.
I think
He's gonna leave the States
Tony
and Renee to go to Japan.
Renee will follow.
You're gonna leave Renee?
Renee will follow.
Renee follows.
She's got contract.
When
man.
does Renee's contract end?
Not tonight.
Not
Ladies and
today,
gentlemen,
Jesus.
Never.
Right after SummerSlam.
E?
Nah, I just playing. I don't know.
I was like, where did that come from? All right, Slice Wrestling.
No,
like, you
listen.
just-
In all seriousness,
Making
though,
things up.
it doesn't make sense for the WWE to just let Dean Ambrose walk away like that. Yeah, granted, he didn't want to sign. That's what they're pulling here. It doesn't make sense, guys. I don't see what logic it makes for him to leave like that. I feel he's more of a loyal person, and if he was to leave WWE, it was to just go off and rise into the sunset, not go anywhere else.
All right,
That alone,
whack.
plus that fucking video was too fancy for
You
anybody.
What
dumb.
if he goes to CZW?
You dumb as hell.
Nah, I don't see it. I don't see none of that. Like that's all
He
all
goes-
like disloyal shit. Like that. It's not. I don't see that.
All,
He was
As
to
him.
CZW first.
There's only two possibilities.
all I'm gonna say is get ready for the new outsiders.
Yo,
That's all I'm gonna say.
there's only two possibilities here.
Who the hell are the
Either
other
he,
members?
either it's a work and it's not because you're fucking wrong, and or he goes to AEW. That he does not go to Japan. He does not do CZW, which I feel is like
Yeah.
below
Way
him at
below.
this point.
Yeah,
Not for
it is.
nothing. You
Even
know what I'm
ROH
saying?
at this point.
Maybe he does a tour in the Indies a little bit because
Impact.
because of how close AEW works with the Indies anyway. But he's
Well-
not. I don't think he's going to Impact. Like, what's he gonna do in Impact? Like, he's gonna fucking wrestle Eddie
Logan
Edwards and Drake, Eli Drake, and Sammy Callahan. Like, they already have those guys, and Sammy Callahan was already lining up to have a reunion there.
Well, I guess we will find out one way or another at Double or Nothing, right? Because there shouldn't be a 90-day clause, right? He ran out his contract, no?
Wait until John Moxley and CM Punk show up together.
That would
As a
be,
tag team?
That would be. And we talked about it last week, man. They need that star
Those
power.
are the
They
new
need that jump.
outsiders.
They get that.
Who's the third man?
There's your 1 to 2 years right there. If they land those two guys, that's your 1 to 2 years because that has Punk alone has the star power
But
in it.
Does
going
he
back to your dumbass
think he
point.
does.
But listen,
No,
it's not
no,
gonna
no,
happen.
It's not.
It's not gonna happen because Dean Ambrose, the star, the wrestler, is not a talent that WWE Vince McMahon would let slip under the ropes and go into AEW in the beginning of this war. Remember he surpassed Lex Luger. He surpassed all the shots. He's smart. He will not. It did. I would believe more that Vince McMahon orchestrated this whole thing from the beginning, just to have this Moxley character. Moxley is Moxley or Smoxy?
Moxley.
Moxley.
It's Moxley.
See, you don't know shit,
So,
bro. This is
Now
why.
that I know,
This is why.
but now that I know, I believe
wrong.
him. Vince,
That's why you pee
behind
sitting down.
driving this whole fucking truck, and then I will. Can we rage or something? Can we?
Yo,
make this
listen.
Fun? Can we make this fucking fun? I want to have fun with this.
What?
Cause when I'm right, and when the brain, what was it? I forgot my gimmick name for
Yeah,
the
listen,
tailgate,
man,
but
at the
whatever.
end of the day-
I'm gonna get my jacket.
At the end of the
again.
day, there's a lot of folks leaving, bro. And what else does Dean Ambrose have to do in WWE? Right? He's been champ already. He's been in Intercontinental champ. He's been given titles left and right. He's been given angles.
I
main
give
event
you
positions.
that. He's
he
tight.
knows he's never gonna have the creative ability to do what he wants. Right? He knows he's never gonna be the top dog. Why do you think AEW is the best option right now?
I don't think it's the
Fair.
best option. I
Fair.
think WWE is the best option, and I don't think he'll leave WWE.
I mean,
I
Chris
think he's too loyal.
Jericho. Chris Jericho's in AEW for a reason. Just
Jericho's
because
Jericho.
he sees something.
Jericho's a horror. I'm
Kenny
sorry,
Omega
but we
did
love
it.
that.
But look
horror.
at Kenny Omega.
What about Kenny Omega? He's a superstar.
It is just like the promo that Cody Rhodes cut.
What's that?
Right? The promo against his brother. That is not really just about brother versus brother. It's about him versus the Attitude Era.
Right.
Right? Everything it stands for. The revolution of wrestling. Right? That is potentially what Dean Ambrose is yearning for. WWE is going to stay on its course. You either with the ride or not.
So what am I winning when you guys
Fam.
realize how full of shit you guys
hammer.
are?
Will the empire of WWE invest all this time and money to build Dean Ambrose, who is arguably one of the most popular figures in WWE today, who they've been mishandling, but is still one of the most popular, part of one of the biggest factions of all time?
Why would he let?
They're
him
gonna
leave?
just make that name disappear. They're just gonna erase him.
No.
Oh, Dean Ambrose doesn't exist anymore.
No.
He's John Moxley. They're gonna repackage him.
Is that what they did to Mankind?
Mankind's different, bro.
Mankind was top of talent. What's Dean Ambrose? Top talent.
wait.
So, yeah,
What do you mean with Mankind?
When Mankind had his second gimmick, did they forget about Mankind? When Dude Love just debuted, nobody forgot about Mankind.
So this is his Cactus Jack, essentially, you talking about?
No, he's saying, well, they're going to erase Dean Ambrose. They're not going to erase Dean Ambrose. Mankind became Dude Love and Cactus Jack, and they still kept Mankind. Nobody ever forgot
because he was
Mankind.
just Mick
Nobody
Foley,
deleted
right?
Mankind.
Because
And they even created Mick Foley. Like,
but
nobody's going to forget Dean Ambrose.
But here's the thing:
You're
we
an
don't
idiot.
we don't know Dean Ambrose as Jonathan Good. We know him as either Dean Ambrose or John Moxley.
Vince will probably put a Jonathan Good in there. Why not? And he'll still have Dean Ambrose, Jonathan Good, and John Moxley.
So you're saying we're going to have a multiple personality angle?
We're gonna have the modern
Why
day
not?
Mick Foley.
How many times do they change gimmicks? Right? So when am I winning again?
You're not winning shit,
I
bro.
can't fucking wait.
You know,
Stay
see,
tuned.
This is
You know what?
bullshit.
And you know what? Maybe that does happen because it be in line with the bullshit we've been had to subjected to.
Now you're thinking grasshopper.
Speaking about bullshit, Dean Malenko quits WWE after 18 years.
Yo, let me get the mouse over there, yo. I gotta be clicking shit over here.
Even Dean Malenko said that's
Woo-hoo.
enough.
Hatong.
That is enough.
That was impressive. Can I just say? I'm not a lefty.
Didn't Road Dogg also leave?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
he
Road
stepped
Dogg
down.
He
took a
stepped
break,
down.
but he threatened to quit initially. That was the thing.
And hasn't Sasha Banks not appeared again?
Just saying, yo. And hasn't Luke
Listen.
Harper been
And haven't
on the
ratings
bench?
been down?
Luke
the last
Harper's
few
been
weeks?
extended.
We gonna do this or what?
Do what?
What, bro?
That Raw thing.
Let's get raw.
And that was about it.
That became a reggaeton real quick. All right,
Hey,
can we just
hey,
move on?
hey.
Yo, Raw was not that good, yo. It was-
Underwhelmed.
So it starts with a moment.
Actually,
Raw was
not that-
Cinnabons.
Cinnabons.
I said not that
Alexis
good.
Cinnabons.
Because I really didn't want to say it was a big ball of caca, bro.
Yo,
that shit was a caca sandwich
caca
5,000.
sandwich?
You
yo.
remember
Damn.
remember
That shit was a
how
caca sandwich 3,000.
I love you,
Already,
3000.
Avengers.
already
Do
we
you
starting
guys-
the new season with a caca sandwich.
do you guys remember how we used to complain like, yo, they're not giving the women enough, screen time, enough opportunities on the mic. This opening segment reminded me why.
Wow.
Natalia, what the fuck, bro?
Wow.
All of them.
Yo,
I mean,
Natalia's-
Alexa was the strongest
were
one. And
awkward as
that's
fuck.
a stretch because it was all awkward, yo.
Natalia's
all
rough, yo. She's rough.
You know what else stretches?
God.
Hey,
Kill me.
hey.
I'm coming on you. I mean, I'm coming for you.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow, that's a lot.
What?
These are the thoughts and opinions of you.
So they announced the men ladder match.
That's
Money
what he
in the
was
Bank.
talking. Wasn't that what Chubby was talking
Yeah,
about?
something like that, right?
Oh.
Okay?
But who's you?
They denounced.
Oh, so it opened up with a moment of bliss, and Alexa Bliss was talking about.
Can we get like little feelers? Because I'm really excited. Ricochet's gonna debut now.
Oh, wear your pants.
Hey,
I mean, the only exciting part of that for the four that debuted was Ricochet and I would say Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Beyond that, Baron
Drew
Corbin I could
McIntyre's
do
gonna make
without.
some work, too.
Even Braun Strowman at this point I could do without.
I'm over Braun.
Yeah,
And why is Corbin in this shit again?
that's what I'm saying.
but that's
these
not
are
your
the last
fault
two
that
winners.
you're over Braun. It's Vince's
And these are the
fault.
last. Well, yeah, but these are the last two winners.
And
Give
they
an
both
opportunity
failed.
to someone else.
Pretty Chubby, you said that last week, right? That the men's were doomed for failure for the last 2 years.
Barry Corbin lost, and then Braun Strowman got disqualified, and they never went back to it.
Nope.
Because they think that we're idiots and we forget about things, which we kind of do.
Well, they
but
gave you
fuck 'em.
they gave you an idiot sandwich match to start Raw. The 4 participants of Raw.
So
for
now,
Money in the Bank in a tag match.
so these four are going up against 4 from SmackDown,
Right.
and they get to choose what belt to go after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Just like,
Did they announce the SmackDown ones?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
we'll talk to-
we'll
cover
get
To
there.
that.
Okay.
Braun and Ricochet win
Gran mierda.
in a match that
Eh,
wasn't really all that impressive.
But a match that was all that impressive.
It was a
The
Teddy Long special.
Usos defeated Anderson and Gallows.
The Good Brothers.
Is that special anymore though?
So,
What?
do you remember when Anderson used to have matches and they used to be false finishes everywhere and they used to be exciting and used
Right.
to be at the edge of your seat? We didn't get that
Yeah,
at all.
I was gonna
At
say,
all.
like, that hasn't-
At all. But it was cute that he did get his time. They got time in this match, and I did see nice little spots that I've seen before that they've hit. Of course, the Usos had to get over,
But
but
is it
it was just nice to see.
blah,
It's interesting that the Good Brothers do on Raw now, considering that
Not for long, Playboy.
AJ was on Raw.
How about the Usos video shows Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder shaving each other's
That was
backs.
funny.
2 men in one razor.
Son, whoa.
I didn't get it though.
One night in Milwaukee.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't get it.
wrong
I
with
didn't get
that.
what was so funny.
I thought that was tag team work.
What? Lana Snapchat?
What?
Hey.
Lana Snatch? What? So look,
Snapchat me that.
everybody was up in arms about this shit.
Why?
Like, because, they're making these badasses look so terrible. Son,
You never seen a man shave another man's back?
that shit is normal. Moving on. Miss TV.
Fuck hey.
I will say though, the Miz killed me when he was just going over his resume.
So, okay,
It was dope.
okay, but how about him letting the crowd pop right after that and not a fucking sound?
Of course.
That's a fucking
That's what
sound
you
right
heard.
there.
That's what
Because you know why?
It's because Potato Face wasn't there.
Was there or wasn't there?
Wasn't.
Who, Leo Rush?
No, his
Carita,
father.
carita de papa.
Leo Rush?
Papita French fry.
Oh,
Bobby
so
Lashley.
speaking of
Mrs.
Leo,
Dad.
The Mrs. Dad.
Leo Rush posted on social media. He
we
was
kind of
talk-
went over. We
Yeah,
skipped this.
We kind of skipped this, but he was talking about how like dirt sheets are dirty
Yeah.
and blah blah blah, and
Well,
they ruin people's reputations. But
All the rumors about him been coming out about having heat behind backstage and shit. That's where it comes from.
I thought shit's real. Yeah,
But apparently it was. He's
Did you hear
alluding
his
to the fact that
response,
his
though?
response, I thought it was articulate.
I-
He drove his point home. He hit every point, and he also allowed questions from the fans. And he responded to the
and he's been
questions.
doing that more often ever since. I hate to bring it up, but the whole Emma incident.
Yeah.
And it was like it was poor judgment, but like he's been on his P's and Q's after that.
I mean-
and you can tell.
Apparently there's still heat. They're bringing him back down to NXT at this point. I mean, I don't know how real.
Yo,
it
you
is.
know what? Fuck him.
You know who
Fuck
else
him
is-
because he'll thrive there.
Yeah.
you know
He
who
will
else is
thrive there.
probably going back to NXT? I heard Killian Dane.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And his
It's not
wife
good
stays
for
at
him.
Raw.
It's not, that's not good for little guys like
that's
Leo Rush.
the rumor that she's gonna show up on Raw.
That's fucked up.
What?
Sanity.
Who?
So Kelly and Dane going to NXT and his wife
And
Nikki
Nikki
Cross
Cross
staying
is
in
in
Raw.
Oh, I didn't know it's his wife.
You didn't know Nikki Cross was his wife?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
his wife.
Yeah.
That's a hairy situation.
Hey.
Hey.
I didn't realize that was his wife. Wow.
Wow.
But it makes
moving
sense. They broke
on.
up Sanity, right?
Yeah.
You got old boy NXT UK.
Alexander Wolf.
So it makes sense. And you know what? Killian Dane will do work in NXT. As a singles competitor,
I hear that.
the man can move in the ring.
No doubt. Shane McMahon attacked The Miz to end that ridiculousness that was
Against Bobby
playing,
Lashley.
which led to a match, obviously. The Viking Raiders versus the Lucha House Party. So I finally figured it out.
Game of Thrones.
It wasn't that Vince was naming these motherfuckers, yo. So, shout out to Corey. Corey said, yo, if they would have been in Game of Thrones, that battle would have ended years ago. So they somebody fucked up in the paper in the script that they read the names, and the finisher was the Viking Experiences, assholes. Duh.
A
That's what had
multi-billion-dollar
happened.
corporation. This is the type of mistakes we
They
have.
didn't write.
They didn't watch NXT?
Shut up, stupid.
They don't watch NXT.
Shut up, stupid. That's not what happened. You're an idiot.
Kids,
That's
don't do drugs.
That's on the Titantron said Viking Experience, right? Because when Stone Cold came
That-
out, it says Stunner.
I'm just saying.
that is
people
your
fuck
mind
up.
on drugs.
Players fuck up. You know. Shout out to Mosi.
It was cold that night.
It was cold then.
Another moment of bliss, right? It says
But-
the women's ladder match.
Did you guys realize that he has the same face paint as Sarah Logan? As
Oh
his
yeah.
wife?
Nice.
They were in the same place, the same
Husband
lines.
and wife,
that's
bro.
fucking
Husband and wife.
dope. That's
And they
fucking
had a
dope.
Viking wedding.
Oh, that's fucking.
He
yo,
gets the
good
Viking
shit.
experience every night.
Damn.
Every night.
Hey.
Plátano con salami.
Sasha Logan's probably like, get over here. Let's get it on. Speaking of women, the Money in the Bank ladder match was announced, and
So who was
Damn.
expecting Sasha's name today, on Monday or on Tuesday?
nah, she would be a surprise if anything.
If anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's still potential.
Natalia comes out. I mean, Natalia is announced. Dana Brooke, Naomi, Bliss. Are you excited that Bliss is in this match?
Yeah,
That's
but
the
she's
only
not
reason to be
winning.
excited.
All right.
But yeah,
She gonna get another concussion and then she's gonna be out again.
Ah, man, that being
Right. That's
Send
what-
her to my place. I'll take care of her.
Oh, okay then.
Firefly Funhouse.
Ooh.
Yay! Wowie! Yowie! Wowie!
So did you guys hear the?
My 6-year-old actually like got souped when he saw this come up. Like,
Yo, I've seen like mad little kids like watch that shit.
yeah,
Like me be mad hype. Like everybody on Twitter is showing their little kids watching Bray Wyatt like
Here,
draw burning houses, and I
follow
don't
the
know if
buzzards.
that's healthy.
Well, the thing is, no, it's not. I am a school therapist, and this is the type of stuff that I have to investigate. So no, it's not. But secondly, people do not recognize that it's Bray Wyatt. My
Yeah?
wife didn't realize it was
Really?
Bray Wyatt. He shaved down the beard. He looks clean cut.
it is a different look. Yeah,
It's even in the way he's speaking, right?
yeah.
He's slimmer, right? Yeah. But talk to JoJo about that. And
Thinking of a bowl of oatmeal.
it's an
JoJo, you're the real
interesting
MVP.
aspect. Did you guys hear the rumors that they were trying to X this gimmick out though?
No, really?
Who
There's
already?
a rumor that some sponsors didn't like it.
Really?
And then they
No,
were
he
about
hasn't
to
done
exit.
anything yet.
It just was very weird, right? It crosses that line of pedophilia to. There's a lot going on.
What? Nah, what?
This is a rumor.
What? Like,
But
yo,
the WWE has proceeded
I
forward.
didn't watch that and think, oh, pedophile. Like,
He's calling out the
what?
little fireflies, little kids. Like,
They need
there's
to welcome
undertones.
This is what we're doing?
Blue's Clues.
Oh man, Chucky was such a movie about pedophiles. Like the guy just wanted to get into the doll so he could play with. No, man, that's not like that's not what it was. But that's not what it was.
Talk to the sponsors,
I
bro.
see you were watching my homemade
Yeah,
DVD.
and
Amateur hour.
Yeah, the homemade DVD, and you're the hole that made it.
Oh.
Yo,
Talk to the
Fair
sponsors,
enough.
bro. Talk to the sponsors. But WWE has said, let's move forward. Did you guys see the video of Cesaro and Seth Rollins watching that clip?
Yeah, they were like,
They were bugging out. Yo, Seth Rollins loved it.
that's awesome.
I just don't know where they're going with it. He shouted out Randy Orton, though.
Yeah, Randy Orton hit him up.
Yeah.
He called the Randy Boborton or some shit like that.
But he thanked them, remember?
Yeah, he was like, "Thank you for burning down my house and
Yeah.
shit, like destroying me fucking internally." And Randy was like, "Yeah, the WWE spent $2 million on your stupid little
So-
Firefly gimmick."
So is this man a heel, a face, an anti-hero? What is he?
I guess we haven't seen
A
yet.
creep, and I think a lot people forget that that's like a genre. Like you can be a creep that's neither face nor heel. I mean, but he's probably gonna be a heel, cause you don't usually roll this out as a face concept.
no.
So yeah, he's a heel. He's just like the crowd's liking it right now. He's got to do some dirty
They
shit.
didn't
And the
show
thing is,
gloves
yo,
yet. They
think-
didn't show the gloves this
Think
week.
Doink the Clown.
think Undertaker.
Great.
Well, I mean,
analogy.
Doink the Clown's a good one.
The Facade.
Think Kurt Angle, right? You're saying everything positively like you are a babyface, but you're a heel deep down inside.
Facts.
You suck.
Naomi and Alexa Bliss sucked, which wound up seeing Naomi took. Naomi beat Alexa Bliss. Why?
Because
She lost the Riot Squad fucking
she lost her shoe.
squash.
Because she still hasn't got her rematch.
Becky comes
title
She
out,
lost her smile.
calls out Lacey Evans. They get into it. Becky gets hungry, requests a sandwich.
Yo, they were in the scuffle outside, and Becky Lynch is like, "Why don't you get me a sandwich? Fucking sandwich, eh?"
But
That's what I'm talking about. The man
Okay,
fucking up
Balboa.
all sorts of gender stereotypes. I fucking love it. That's right.
But they say that now. Lacey Evans had a few jabs too. Like when she first came out, I like that she came out with just like a man to want what he wants when he wants. Like
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
really
doing the
working.
whole gender stereotype thing, but it's Becky Lynch, so it's not weird, but it is weird. You know,
But it works,
It's
yo.
fucking brilliant.
Yo,
Like
and-
keep doing that. That's
money. That is money.
I like it.
Is it safe to say that Lacey Evans is getting that back and forth she wasn't able to get at NXT?
Lacey Evans is getting what's called the rub,
Oh, yeah.
cause
Yeah, by
Becky-
Vince.
For real.
Because you know how Vince loves his blondes.
I didn't say off. I just said rub. Listen, the Becky Lynch character is getting kind of stale because of like the very narrow script that she's given and the fact that she's on both shows so consistently. And so like she just keeps saying like I'm Becky with the 2 belts and I beat Charlotte and everybody looks like Charlotte and Charlotte's a bitch. So like yeah, that's getting kind of old. It's like when Heyman has to come out every Monday night and fucking talk about Brock and you're kind of like you said that already, man. Like, come on, we need some depth of character. So the fact that they're doing this gender shit is really interesting. They need to play that up
So
more.
this speaks a lot to the lack of sustainability that these pushes that WWE has been having, right? Because we just said the same thing about Becky Lynch that we said about Kofi Mania.
But we didn't say that shit about Joe. He's a fucking U.S. title holder right now. Joe's killing it. You know what I mean? Like, so.
But any opportunity Joe has had, he's been able to kill it.
Well,
he slipped out of his hands this week. Rey Mysterio did. When he defeats Samoa Joe, it'll roll up for the win. Quick win.
lame
shout out to
ass
Dominic.
match, yo.
My bad. I did skip over Sami Zayn's in-ring segment, but
Nah, you did that purposefully.
but
I mean, I love Sami Zayn, yo. His heel work is tremendous.
he's just
guys,
working the
is-
crowd. They haven't really started anything with him yet, so he's just stalling for time.
So
Is
I'd
Dominic
like-
gonna turn on his poppy?
I'd like to see Zayn do Mustafa Ali in a rivalry, yo.
Oh, that would be money, man.
Like-
see him do him like
Like in a ring,
right,
yo. In
right.
a ring,
with
a lot of spunk lube and just fucking like, yo,
Go
just
at
a
it.
crazy no DQ, like
Chain wrestling.
at Money in the Bank, yo, just straight chain wrestling, some fucking like that DDT that he does fucking through the ropes
Yeah,
and shit. Like I
tornado
want to
DDT,
see
yeah.
when they go when Sami Zayn goes off. Yo, it's been a minute. When was the last time that he's been doing like?
NXT.
See?
Shinsuke.
That's what I. Yeah.
Wow, that was like his greatest match.
That's
That and against Neville.
Ali.
You're bizarre.
Ali can do
Crowd
that.
was
Rafa,
going
Lee, and
crazy
Sami
for
Zayn can make it work.
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
in
I
that
went
match,
crazy.
man. That was nuts.
And
Just like they're gonna be going crazy for Styles and Seth, man.
Word.
At Money in the Bank. This
That should be a
contract
good
signing
match.
was cute.
crowd was popping.
I like the forearm through the table. That was sweet. But I'm ready for that match, man. I'm glad that we're getting it. Thank God for the war that is providing this AJ versus Seth early, very early. But they will lay the smackdown on each other for sure.
Well, shout outs to this war on thirst. Cause we gonna lay the smackdown.
Stop! Smackdown!
Speaking of breast, Kofi Kingston.
Lay the smackdown on breasts.
Yeah, Kofi Kingston's pecs. So Kofi Kingston has a segment.
¿Qué te está pasando?
For real. For real.
Take that shit, yo.
For real. So, alright,
Yo,
so
before you start, so I was
Before
in
you
Europe.
start.
I was in Europe a few weeks back,
Oh, all right, name dropping.
and I had a unique experience. I got to see WWE programming in Spanish
On your knees.
while I was in Spain, and yo, everything we've said we hate about Michael Cole. It's great because you don't get to hear it in the fucking Spanish announcement.
El perro grande, perro grande,
They-
perro grande,
yo,
perro grande.
They are like they're both baby faces, right? But the way that they describe the story, it's like they're so scared and they're so into it, and like it's so believable. They do a better job than the current commentating team, and it's just fucking cool to hear him say, "Ahí lo tiene, en una cadena, got him in a lock." Crazy stuff, guys. I'm gonna watch it more on Sci-Fi.
alright, it does sound
Sap.
interesting though.
It's just a good change of pace, bro. I'm tired of Michael Cole.
And then they brought
Speaking
Michael
of
Cole to
he did-
SmackDown.
He did snooze fest the entire intro to it, bringing up the package video, I guess, of Kofi and all the hardships he had.
All the
coming up,
roadblocks that he
all
So
went
the
here's
through.
all that.
this is what I alluded to
Being
earlier,
Jamaican.
right? Kofi, they're
Jamaican me crazy, Vince.
That is a
all of
roadblock,
that.
fuck
All of
Randy
that.
Orton's car.
For
Listen,
real.
yo, they keep kissing his ass. Like, yo, he won the match. But then to call it, like, the greatest victory in all of WrestleMania history. And to have, like, yo, they already did, like, the celebration before. Like, was this necessary?
I mean, but listen,
It's a lot.
I
Like,
feel you, but that's just the historians in us that we know better. You know,
you forgot how this works?
yeah, the historians in us believe and know better than that. It's just they gotta cater to the new fans, and the new fans, you know, they don't remember the Austin Rocks,
But also
the Mania matches. Like we
also
do.
remember, the more you build them up at this point, the more it means for that person that tears them down, right?
Exactly.
So when you're talking about Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens, even though it was given to us too soon, this is something that
Kofi and Owens.
Yeah, they could have written this a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, Big E's out for a minute, right? They could have gotten a couple pay-per-view at least.
But I just couldn't stand Owens. You know what it is?
It
That
worked.
we all
It
knew
was
he was gonna
funny.
turn. It's just
Yeah.
he's stalling it, and
But
it's
it was
like
funny. But
it
that's what I'm
was.
saying.
Yeah, I liked it.
If they would have held off a little more, it would have been. But they had to. They had no choice. They had to, right?
No.
The injuries
They
occurred.
didn't have to.
right.
They didn't
So-
have to.
Well, the reason behind it wasn't the person he's Kofi was supposed to go up against got hurt.
well, no, Daniel Bryan is hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what that
What
is.
So
is
they
up
had to.
with
So
That was the
so
reason why
Kevin
they pushed it.
so
Heel.
Kevin Owens had to turn heel.
So that's why they pushed it. But it still could work. But that's why you do that. That's why you say the greatest win ever. Because now that lack of, I guess, investment you have on this angle, now you put prestige more on Kofi. And then KO kicks his ass and takes it from him, you know.
I don't
Or
think he does that yet.
perseveres,
I think
right?
Kofi. They run Kofi for a little while longer. I think.
So you
Maybe.
think this goes to SummerSlam?
Maybe the SummerSlam.
So here I am, like an asshole, thinking like, wow, Becky Lynch and Bailey, like they're gonna run that storyline, like they're gonna do
yo,
it.
for real.
Yeah.
For real.
I was like,
man.
oh, cool, all right, well that's fresh, that's new.
That could have been a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, and then Charlotte comes, and like, so Becky Lynch wins, right? Against Bailey, but
That's not really the problem because though Becky does have to get over. They could have still. They didn't do it.
she's
too
the
bad.
champ. She's the champ, and she won with a.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the benefit of winning with a submission is that you can kind of snap it on. I mean, yes, you can say like whatever you want to say about the wins and losses, but like winning by submission, doesn't kill or squash anybody. But then Charlotte Flair coming out is like, we're doing Charlotte Flair and Becky again. Like, yo, yeah, Charlotte Flair is great and all, yo. She's excellent, bro. But I don't want to see this. Yo, push Charlotte Flair and make her do something else.
In all
like,
fairness, they're gonna meet at the pay per view, so we're gonna be seeing Charlotte for the next couple weeks,
Manda
regardless
pinga.
of the fact. But
You know who we're not going to be seeing for all that much longer?
your boy, Pretty Chubby,
Who? Tell him.
King.
Jeff Hardy,
Jeff
Carlito.
Hardy.
and Más Durito.
The Hardy Boys come out and everyone's like, oh shit, they're going to announce their retirement. But nah, they had to relinquish the tag titles that they recently won because Jeff Hardy's going to be out for a couple of months. He later said it was going to be 6 to 9 months or some shit like that. Like, he's going to be out for mad long.
That's a lot.
So Matt Hardy's going on a single run.
That
yeah.
might be it.
So nah, you know what's going to
Might
happen?
be it.
WWE is gonna fucking extend that contract, baby. 6 to 9 months. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
Matt Hardy's
man.
gonna be out
Double
there.
or never.
Matt Hardy, yo, you don't think Matt Hardy's gonna make an AEW appearance? And yo, don't think that Bubba Ray won't make an AEW appearance either. Yo, they're mercenaries. They'll fucking.
I mean,
show up
he's
anywhere.
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor's not working with AEW.
Not today.
Not today, but tomorrow.
Bubba Ray is a fucking mercenary.
No
So
matter.
can we finally go
Yo,
over
well, you
can
the
work.
men's
Participants.
the men's Money in the Bank ladder match for SmackDown is Ali, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, and the winner of this year's Money in the Bank ladder match,
Andrade?
Andrade.
That'd be really great.
Tranquilo,
You know what's
papi.
interesting?
Well, you know who's the true winner of the ladder match?
Randy Orton?
Charlotte.
Manda pinga. Yo, you know what's interesting? Old motherfuckers watching that selection must be rolling over in their grave. Like Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton, none of them is like over 200 pounds. Yo, Randy Orton is the heaviest heavyweight of all of them.
That's
like,
crazy.
But remember,
That is
in
crazy.
the Raw section, you have Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin,
shit.
Drew McIntyre.
They
and
got the
Ricochet.
biggest, whitest guys they can find
Oh my God.
to crush all the colors.
let me
Oh,
get
God.
country. Get over here.
Get over here, big country.
Oh man, so Asuka and Kairi Sane go over on some local talent. Backstage, Mandy Rose tells
Yo, what are we
Sonya
gonna call Oscar and
that-
Kyrie saying?
Asquerosos.
Asuka-
No, no,
You heard it here, folks. Asquerosos.
Yo, you fucking done, son.
Asquerosos. Get
If you don't know
over.
Spanish, you don't know what that means.
Ugh.
Fuck them.
Disgusting.
Too bad.
The Dim Sum Twins.
Damn. The Pirates of Tomorrow.
So
someone
young.
said would be a dope name.
The Pirates of what?
Tomorrow. The Asuka's the Empress of Tomorrow. Kairi Sane thinks she's a fucking pirate or some shit. The fucking I don't get it. I don't know.
Guys, you know what I just thought of? Next year's WrestleMania is in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Kairi Sane's gonna be all over that shit.
She's
gonna have the worst entrance ever
Watch.
that night.
She's gonna come,
and they have a boat for her.
It's
and
gonna be
have
the Treasure Island gimmick from Las Vegas showing up on.
God.
So an interesting backstage segment that I think means more than what we think it means. At least I'd hope to think that was Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy Rose is like, "Oh no, you can go in the Money in the Bank," and Sonya Deville's like, "Nah, you go in the Money in the Bank." And I'm wondering if that's like a prelude to a turn. Maybe Sonya does like a little face turn there at Money in the Bank.
But Mandy was looking like a snack.
Yo, that's not the point. The point is, right?
Butterscotch
is
crimpet.
how do you build the undercard? You let them feud with themselves for a little bit too, yo. And that's a great opportunity for Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose if they think they're hot shit to have a fucking great rivalry together. Hey, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have done it, right? Like, have this good friendship rivalry thing going on, and that can really write itself, and that can be long, like that can go on for ages. It'll be interesting. Although I'm really upset that like the Mandy Naomi thing ended as flat as it did. That shit was fucking caca sandwich. So I don't know who's writing this shit, but fuck.
I think that's the problem.
Just because we're talking about like just writing shit and how difficult creative is and whatever. Someone that you guys should listen to is Mike Quackenbush. Ooh. Mike Quackenbush is the professor of wrestling. Ooh. If you don't know who he is, you're an idiot. Like, where have you been? He is on Sports Illustrated's top 101 pro wrestlers of all time.
Isn't that his book you got on here real quick, too? Right?
That is his book right there. Mike Quackenbush and the 7 Keys to Being a Better Performer. Tremendous book. If you guys don't have it, get it. And he's got Kayfabe 2.0 coming out, right, which is a podcast. And it's a tremendous resource for people who want to be wrestlers.
Season 3, I think, is on the right now.
Oh, man, it's really great. It comes free with the book, apparently. And the reason we're plugging the shit out of Mike Quackenbush is that we got an interview with one of the fucking top wrestlers of all time, goddammit.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out. Coming soon.
You know what else these guys can get?
Herpes?
At heelspopsandchairshots.com.
Oh.
What's that?
For $20.
What can they
20 pesos.
It's our HPC Original Skull shirt.
Hey.
Check it out.
Exclusively
$20?
Chairshots.com.
Give me $20.
$20 or 20 pesos?
Hey.
No.
It's
No
more than
pesos.
100 sucres.
We'll take
20
20
euros.
euros, yeah.
And one day,
20 pounds.
you could look as fresh as me in my HPC gear.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Double
One
para.
day.
Hey.
But if you guys get a chance, also check out Mike Quackenbush. The interview is going to be up.
We'll have that
It'll be
up
up.
for you
Yeah,
soon.
it'll be
Within
up
the
so you guys can
few
see
days.
it.
The founder of Shikara Pro.
Actually, it should be
Shikara
up.
Pro.
By the time you hear this, it's already been up. So
Hey.
Unless you
Check it
listen
out.
to it live and then
hey.
you smart
Magic.
as shit.
Magic.
But that shit ain't up yet. Moving on, right? We got a segment.
When the fuck did we get ice cream? I mean, the B team.
Roman Reigns. Roman
Roman
Reigns
Reigns.
comes out. He's like, right. And Shane introduces Elias as a special guest referee for this upcoming match. So it's Roman Reigns against the B team, and Elias is the referee enforcer, which is a very interesting deal to have the referee / enforcer. He's got a pretty cool tank top ref shirt. That's all I gotta say.
Hey.
If you notice, they are portraying Elias's physique more and more.
Yeah.
His clothing is, becoming thinner and skinnier. They're showing off his traps.
Damn, they're
muscles.
really sexualizing him.
And we're noticing it.
They're just pushing him as a big guy, right?
Spunk loop.
He is a bigger wrestler, and they want to make sure, especially putting him up against somebody like the big
Yo,
dog.
you gingerly touched my nipple right now.
I know the places to touch that.
He's talking to me. He's like fucking stroking my chest.
It's all purposeful.
It's how
All
you
right, man. You
it's
got
how
my
he keeps you from
attention.
debating. That's how.
Notice he has that
There's a
scene
kind of
number one.
debating that leads to. Let me tell you. So the B team and
Balor
but
and Ali versus Randy Orton and Andrade in the main event, right? Was this? Oh no, this wasn't the main event. This was just the last match.
but it might as well.
But yeah, Finn Balor and Ali win. I'm just tired of the whole like
You mean
putting the
Finn
guys
and Ali?
in the whole
like,
tag
oh,
we're just
shit,
tag teaming
Philly
everybody.
in the fucking the card. After the match, Orton comes out and RKO's Balor. Ali kicks Orton out of the ring.
I thought you could say in the rectum.
In the rectum.
Whoa!
Kicks him in the rectum.
a whole definition
Ember
to punt
Moon
kick.
is announced
That's
as
the
one of the
worst
women's
one ever.
competitors.
Ooh,
Ember Moon
is
Yeah, she's gonna
exciting.
be
She
in
cut a
the,
little promo.
in the women's.
So
Money
we
in the
got
Bank
Ember
match.
And
Moon.
also Carmella.
Carmella. Who else?
Naomi.
Does that mean
Natalia.
Ellsworth is gonna be in it?
Wow. If he comes back, I'll be fucking pissed.
And then the Kevin Owens show
And
closes out the
Bailey.
show.
Bailey's a
Wait.
fourth SmackDown.
Bailey and who else? Who's the third one?
Bailey, Ember Moon, Carmella,
Mandy Rose.
and Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose.
Scooby Snack.
And then Kevin Owens closes out the show, calling out Kofi, calling out Xavier. He gets Kofi. Kofi smacks him, and then
And Owen pokes him in the eye.
yeah.
Awesome.
Shout
I
out to
like-
James
I
Harden.
Chicken shit.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. Leave me hanging.
Fuck out of
Gentlemen.
Fuck me then.
How about some gimmicks?
What?
Huh?
What?
How we feeling about some gimmicks?
Gimmicks. Let me tell you something, brother. Open that shit up. So, we started a conversation.
We don't have it.
And we're supposed to talk about gimmicks. And they're not up there. Because you're a
Nah,
piece of shit.
Not because they're not on the. They're not archived.
Yo, this is why we can't have nice things.
So
why
when
don't
you
we
talk
just
about
start talking about
gimmicks,
some gimmicks real quick?
What do you mean gimmicks? Are we rehashing our conversation from over a year ago? When we talked about our favorite gimmicks?
Over a year ago, what are you, fucking 80? You have no concept of time?
Well, we've been over a year.
Yeah, so it can't be over. Like, what was the first episode that we fucking talked about gimmicks, you dumb fuck?
So
You think that's how time works?
Man,
over
so-
40
What,
weeks
have you been
ago.
in Interstellar and shit?
So over
or
40
in
weeks ago.
fucking
No,
the
I
Avengers?
just saw Endgame.
You been in the Avengers? Yeah. You fucking,
saw Endgame.
In the quantum realm.
Yes.
I'll show you a
Quantum physics is not just for topic
Alright,
of
so when we
conversation.
We talk about gimmick matches, right? We got to talk about, right, table matches, cage matches.
Wait.
Well, that's just matches.
So,
Gimmick
yeah,
matches or
matches, yeah,
wrestlers?
matches,
I'm
matches.
just-
We're talking about matches.
I thought we was talking about like gimmicks today
Matches.
versus gimmicks yesterday, like the Joey Ryans versus the.
Val Venus
Goldust.
versus.
I guess maybe.
Nah, I wouldn't parallel Joey Ryan with Goldust.
It'd be more Val Venus. for
Yeah, I
George.
would definitely say Val Venus. They're practically both porn stars.
They were going for the shock though.
The shocker.
Hey, the only shock value I feel.
How about Joey Ryan fucking tweeting out gifts today of a fucking because of the John Moxley video? He fucking said, "Yo, I put a barbed wire on my
his
dick."
Yep.
He put a barbed wire bat on his dick, and then people were like, "What?"
Oh,
And then he
Prove
put
it,
a
and
gif
then he
up.
showed it.
And he put a barbed wire on his fucking dick, yo. That's
Oh, my
crazy. He had the barbed wire tucked in his fucking tights. He wears like the Speedos.
Hey, I mean,
That's a lot.
when
was
you
a
know when it's
Salchicha bag.
it's Joey Ryan, it's a different
Sachi
situation,
Baba.
I guess, right?
No, but the conversation was supposed to
Sachi
be about
Baba.
matches.
Okay, so then
Gimmick matches.
Listen,
And
a man
we
charges
were-
$30 to touch it. So
If,
fuck it.
if I remember correctly, I think we were trying to decide the better cage match, right? Because there's several cage matches to talk
Facts.
about, right?
Facts.
There's like the traditional cage around the ring, climb to escape, right? And we got the Hell in a Cell. Now we have an elimination chamber.
Time out. Which
You-
traditional cage? Was it the blue one, the black one, the fence? I like the blue one.
The red
So
one.
so when you say traditional, you mean the traditional WWF
WWF.
version of the
Yeah,
cage?
Yeah.
Because the NWA one.
Because the NWA was sealed, and you
Oh,
just
yes,
went
it
down
was.
until someone won.
Yes.
So
Let's not forget about the War Games cage.
Oh,
That's another cage. I'm very fond.
How about the
of.
CZW cage, right? Don't they have a deathmatch cage that they have that's like a short cage around the ring?
What about
Well,
the
the-
WCW Tower of Doom or whatever?
Triple
they had?
cage?
Oh, don't you
War
ever
Games
bring that.
2000.
That is not in canon. Like that was a different director for a different movie
Listen.
studio that didn't count.
Listen, let me tell you, that triple cage has held some legendary champions.
David Arquette.
No
That's it.
nice things.
This ain't ready to rumble, bitch.
Trash bag.
Listen, you leave James Caan's son out of this.
Jeff Jarrett won it too.
So
Doesn't help my case
another
much.
cage match I really enjoyed was TNA had one called Lockdown, which was the War Games, but they had weapons hanging off the top. So once everyone came in,
Son.
the cage came down and it was locked, and you could use the weapons.
How about the
No,
Ambrose Asylum?
there was at least 30 more rules to that match, Joel. You just being nice.
What were the other?
Well, yeah, what were the other rules?
Lockdown? Oh, was that not the red cage from TNA? That
Oh no, you're thinking the Ultimate Escape match. Yeah, that was.
Please.
Oh no.
Please enlighten them.
No. I know what you're thinking of.
Ooh.
That's not really a
It
cage
involves
match.
Spunk Lou.
Oh no.
Are you talking about the King of the Mountain match?
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a
Where they
cage.
had a shark cage that you
No. There was a red cage outside the ring.
yes, a shark cage.
Okay, that's in King of the
Yeah.
Mountain. Yeah,
And
that's
what the fuck is that?
All right, let's explain.
Let's go a little off topic. Go ahead.
What is logic, right? So we're gonna have
Take a motion.
like 4, 6, 8. Yeah, let's take a.
Yeah, we're gonna drink this out. Because apparently
We're gonna need several of
this
these.
is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Way
So
off.
What? Where did you even?
I made it by the Popeyes box. Is what I was going for.
Yo, this guy. I'm gonna end up punching you in the face.
no nice things. All right.
What were you saying before you were so rudely interrupted
So
by this shit?
let's say we have like 6 or 8 guys
Fuck.
in a match, right? They're all wrestling. One guy pins another guy. The guy that gets pinned has to go into the cage for 5 minutes. The guy who had the pin now gets to grab a ladder, go up the ladder and try to grab the world championship. Usually,
He's
was
like
up
the
top.
only one of 6 or 7 that's eligible to do that.
No. He was the only one eligible at the time because he got the pin.
Right.
So you have to pin to be able to climb.
Yes.
Right.
And if you took the pin, then you have to go to the cage for 5 minutes.
So you can theoretically take a pin, get put in the cage, and then pin, get the ladder, climb, and win.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Yes.
Or even wow, that match
That's
sucked.
a lot. That's
That's
a
a lot.
lot.
And that was one of their signature events.
With a
You know what? Nah, fuck it. It's not a lot. That's not a lot.
with the talent
Take a
they
pin, get
had,
in the
boy,
cage, yo,
was
that's
it a lot.
fucking- The penalty box.
You know what? We're gonna change.
If
the
you like
topic.
hockey, you like that shit. I know you like that shit.
You want to talk about some crazy retarded gimmicks? TNA was the mother of all. All right, let's talk about the reverse battle royal, which made no fucking sense.
Well, what? Enlighten me.
Explain that shit.
All right, we're gonna have like 60 guys in 4
So already
quarters
started
of the
We're gonna
arena,
do it backwards.
and they're gonna brawl until 30 of them make it into the ring. And once the 30 make it into the ring, then the match starts. Then we're gonna have a traditional Rumble match until we get to the last 2 guys, and they're gonna take the pinfall. Which means jack shit because the last 10 people to be eliminated are going to go to a tournament who's going to determine the number 1 contender for the world title.
Oh, and they've had that match that same night.
Yeah.
What in the Wizard of Oz?
So
is
that's
this
it.
shit?
Like this one pay-per-view is this one match.
One pay-per-view. That was an episode of TNA.
Wow.
But,
What is logic?
What the?
but they
And-
took their shot though.
And I'm blessed day that Impact does not repeat those
or,
mistakes.
or what about the Clockwork Orange match? Where we'll just put up one fucking side of a cage.
One side of a cage.
One side of a cage was
Nah,
up.
you know, like the rental got fucked up, and
Yeah,
they
they were
only
just
had
like,
the
"Fuck it,
one
we'll just-"
side, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live."
We gotta use it.
Clockwork Orange.
Show
baby.
goes on.
So, what's your favorite cage?
My favorite cage? I'm old school, right? NWA. Let's seal the cage.
Top sealed chain link cage.
Cage.
So, like a mini Hell in a Cell.
Harley race Ric Flair for the
I felt like because of the density of the cage, it was harder to watch. Also, I mean, lower quality,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
Yeah, the
the quality of the video,
because it was on the
but it just like
the
whatever.
Super 8.
I to me, when I think of like steel cage, like open top steel cage, the first cage that comes to mind is
the solid blue steel.
not for me.
No. Oh.
Like yes,
Okay.
in history, but matches don't come to mind. You know what I mean? Like there's a ton of matches that happen in that blue cage, but a match doesn't come to mind. The
Snooker.
black cage is the one that comes to mind, and the first thing I think about
Austin McMahon.
Austin McMahon, Valentine's Day Massacre,
Yeah.
Paul White.
I remember the magnet I got for
Oh.
sending the
Throwing him right through
proof
the cage.
that I purchased the pay-per-view.
What a scrub! You ain't had no black box.
Man, used to
I had a
love
black box, but I
him.
also purchased it so I could get the magnet.
Wow.
You
Your
didn't watch.
mother-
You
My
didn't
man
watch
paid
it like
$50
porn.
for a
$50
magnet.
for a
Y'all
magnet.
didn't watch it
Your
like
mother
porn
spoiled you.
through like the blurring.
For a magnet.
Was that just me?
Yeah.
All right.
And I got it fixed by
We had to-
Massacre.
we had to
Thank
use-
you, JR, for the play-by-play.
Yo,
Oh yeah, it's
that
it's
man
on
has
the
a
radio.
gift.
Yep.
That man has a gift, let me tell you.
He had
We managed to see that through all of that.
had.
I mean, I know for us growing up, for most of us, the Hell in a Cell. I mean, you see the things we saw growing up in wrestling in the Attitude Era, specifically in the Hell in a Cell, we may never see again. But I'm a big fan of the War Games cell, man. 2 rings, multiple individuals, some hot heat.
I don't think you want to get too close to old school right now, but yeah, continue.
Where are your pants? Spunklu.
What happened? Brought to you by.
Oh yeah.
But see, like War Games, like
People were legitimately hurt in that match.
Shout out to
Fair
Brian Pillman.
for a lot of
Brian
things.
Pillman almost died, like twice in
Before
the
he
same
died.
spot.
But to me, the War Games match never gave me like legendary moments. I don't know, just to me. Like what do
That's
you
why
remember from the
specifically
War
I'm
Games?
talking
You know what I mean?
about-
Like
I was supposed to talk about the
yeah,
new
easy.
rendition.
Oh, well,
I'm talking about the new
You
rendition.
talking about
of
the
War Games.
NXT War Games?
Well,
I'm just talking about
the
that right
greatest
now.
moment in War Games history was when Adam Cole won, right?
Well, I was gonna say since Mischief is a hardcore Sting fan.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers
NWO
those.
versus NWO Wolfpack.
No,
nah,
before
Sting, Ric Flair. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Sting,
The
Flair,
with Brian
WCW
Pillman.
versus NWA.
yeah.
NWO, and no one knew where Sting stood until he came into the cage and beat everyone's ass.
Yeah, he's like,
I
I'm
walked
doing
out.
it for me, baby.
Word.
Yo, the more I think about it, man, Sting was fucking John Cena, and it pisses me off. Yo, son,
Or was
ate
John
it up,
Cena
man.
Sting?
Hey.
Yeah.
I like.
So that still means a heel turn could be coming, baby.
I wanna put in a ballot for the
You know who got the
classic.
heel, you know the illest heel turn right now, right? Nikki Bella.
What?
Check out her Instagram, y'all.
Man, I don't
She
give a
turned her
flying
heel.
fuck.
She turned her heel.
What's Nikki Bella gonna do?
She getting chicken super
For
bad, yo.
I want to put in a ballot for the classic elimination chamber.
Okay.
Not the
The
new
first one.
The first one.
Shawn
Oh,
Michaels.
with the
Because-
chain link,
Oh,
right?
the one
I
where
mean,
you collected that confetti
yeah.
after your favorite
I don't
wrestler,
know what
Shawn
the
Michaels, won?
fuck you're talking about?
Yeah.
But, a small little detail about the classic versus the new one.
It
they
tastes
will-
better. What?
Well, I don't know about that, but outside of the ring, right? The metal that was not padded.
Oh yeah. The grates were like exposed.
was
But it
never
wasn't
padded.
padded until like 2 years ago.
Right, the new one is padded. I don't like
Up
the
until
new
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, grow some balls.
I mean, can't they
People.
just
Nah,
still
it's
make it out of rubber? Like it just make it look like metal?
I mean,
That's 2019, yo.
Yeah,
Like, can't you
figure
do
it
some
out.
shit?
Figure it
Yo, there was a high school that pulled off an alien play out of
Yeah.
like recycled like soda bottles. Like you couldn't.
Yeah, but high school's fake, man.
Fair.
You know what's not fake? You know, mommy.
$20 shirt.
Oh, yeah, she wore that too. That,
Yo, get your T-shirt, man.
For real.
that's why your mama can cover herself after I'm done with her.
por $20 puede
No, it's
comprarse
sexier than-
una camisa de plantilla.
H.
You fucked that
Ben
all up.
Poops.
said.
Yo, you about to poops?
I mean, when you talk gimmick
fucked
matches,
that
is
up.
the cage the only thing we can think of right now with gimmicks?
Nah, the Punjabi prison match, yo. That shit
That's
was
a cage.
crazy.
That was a cage that they painted to look like wood, but it was actually steel.
How about the dog
Yikes.
match? The
Dog collar
cage,
match?
the collar-
Oh my god.
Oh, the
Where
Kennel
dogs
in the
were
Cell
just-
match?
That
Where the
shit,
dogs
yeah.
were just pissing and
Oh,
fucking.
God. And somebody ate one of them. I don't know.
What about
Big-
the
Hey,
four
Al
corners
Snow
match?
ate it.
Hey, remember
Pet
the
dog.
Hell in the Cell with Big Boss Man where they hung him?
Oh man.
Oh, gee.
Like-
All right, so. All right, we'll take a step away.
Wow.
We'll take a step away from the cages for a
Well,
while.
at least we know it's not the Giants picking them.
Shout out to Duke.
So
Oh,
How about-
nice thing.
how
Now
about
let's talk
the
about
four
ladder
corners
matches.
Match? How about four corner match?
Ladder matches, four corners.
Yeah, four
No,
corners.
like the
Underrated
strap.
match.
The four corner strap match. They used
Yeah.
to touch it. Yeah.
Is that the dog collar match?
Is it a dog collar?
No.
No.
Oh, but
It's
I
the
like
corners.
the
Texas
dog
strap
collar
match,
or
right?
yeah the bull strap match or whatever.
Joe,
some shit
can
like
you
that.
elaborate
Yeah, can you
all
help
these
us out?
fucking
Help us
straps?
out here.
Strap on match, what?
What the fuck?
So if
I've
we're
seen a
talking about
couple
the
of those
bull rope
matches.
match, we're going to talk about the Texas
Spunk
bull
loop.
rope match, which was done or perfected by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
That's terrible.
Dusty Rhodes, baby, the American
Where they
dream.
would take
I
that
wine and
crowd
dine
down.
with kings and queens, baby.
And he would open up his face every fucking night.
I open your face
Please.
every night, baby.
with the likes of a Terry Funk.
I'll give you some Terry Funk. Oh, funk all over that face, baby. Look at my forehead.
Tell us a story about Terry, baby.
I'll tell you about Terry. He wore that dirty pantyhose, and that shit made his face smell like doo-doo feces.
All of that. All of that.
Eso me gusta.
Yo, Dusty was a G. I love Dusty.
Shout out to
Definitely
Dusty,
G, man.
Bonafide stuff.
And his son's about to do something special
Fuck him.
and Double or Nothing, baby.
But he ain't doing no gimmick matches.
Nope.
His sons are about to kill each other. That's what they're gonna
How
do.
about the House of Horrors match?
I still
Yo,
remember
get out of
the one-
here.
oh.
Leave.
Is that where,
Leave.
is that where you were born?
Leave!
It was
If you're
horrible.
gonna talk about the House of Horrors match, then you might as well talk about the Hardy compound. Like that's way better.
Yeah, that was.
You know what's even better than both of those? The parking lot brawl in Hollywood.
Oh, damn.
Oh, how about the Asylum match? That was in a cage.
That was weeks ago, motherfucker. And I said it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The Ambrose
Forget
Asylum.
I said that.
Yeah, with
Moving on.
How
with
about
Mitch
the
the
Boiler
Plant.
Room match?
Oh, Boiler Room Brawl.
Boiler Room Brawl, Pretty Chubby. How excited were
Look
you
at
for
Pretty
that
Chubby.
match?
Think about
He
a
ain't
match.
chubby no more.
Think about a match
Está
that,
flaco, eso está
that
flaco.
changed video game forever, right? It changed the video gaming forever.
Hell yeah, we want to go
It
backstage.
Did, it did. Yeah, it did.
And
Shout
see
out
what
to
that
the
mouth
No
do.
Mercy and
How
all
about
those
the
classics came
Ring
out
of
that.
Fire match?
Yeah. Oh, the Inferno. Yeah.
Inferno match.
Inferno match.
Ring of
You
Fire.
remake that shit?
How about we keep it real,
Shout out
real
to the
simple?
Inferno match. You could only get it with Game Genie back in the day. Yeah. Shout out to
mad as
that.
hell.
We not old as fuck. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Nah, but I was poor as fuck, and I didn't have no game genie. I was mad.
I only,
you gonna make me
didn't
pay
have-
extra for this shit?
I
You know
only,
who was mad?
No, but and now you have to pay extra for this shit. Now it's DLC.
Yeah.
I
DLC.
didn't have a game
playing me.
genie,
You know who's
but
mad?
Blockbuster did.
Yeah, facts. You know who's mad? Chris Jericho. Still mad from that Duchess of Queensborough match that William Regal decided to create rules all as we went along. Had I think the first one was no DQ. I think the other one was he could do whatever by count out. I forgot what the rules were, but he was pretty.
That's
you
where we
mean
had Dave
Baron
Taylor
Corbin?
in drag. But
You mean what Baron Corbin did a couple weeks ago?
right.
Yeah.
Essentially the same shit.
All right, so all right, we haven't decided all the gimmicks, but which is the better cage match? At least, let's narrow down the cage match,
Hell in a
and then
Cell.
we
Hell
and then
in a
we can
Cell.
compare that to other shit.
Hell in a Cell.
Honestly-
only because the first one can tell. No, the second one can be used as an argument for anybody that ever thinks wrestling is fake.
War Games.
I think
The second Hell in a Cell.
No.
if you're gonna
The
say
original
Hell in a
War
Cell,
Games?
you have to say Attitude Era Hell in a Cell, right?
Right, the second one. Wait, I'm talking about Mankind Taker.
Well,
No,
yeah.
but we're not picking one
Hell-
match.
Hell in a Cell
well,
now.
I mean,
We're just making the stipulation.
Nobody
But just
is
because of
the-
that one
Like
match
gimmick.
alone, that made the match so much bigger. There's a standard that people want to,
I'll say the original War Games because it birthed Hell in the Cell. It birthed the Elimination Chamber.
But
I'll
as
give you
it
that. And it had
stands,
multiple
was that
rings.
really the best gimmick in your mind? The best, better of the other cage matches?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
That's why I
Did someone climb to the top of that shit and jump off?
he puts
No,
a dick
you're
in
fucking
ridiculous.
no, but remember the time Brian Pillman's head smashed up against it and they got dumped right on top again?
No, we weren't alive.
The year was 1989. You were 2.
I was 3.
There you go.
we have the little box here and we didn't know how to control it.
Yo, y'all still.
Some grown men still say that.
What?
I just caught that.
So-
nice things.
No nice-
So what
No
gimmick
one-
match
no
are we
one nice
picking?
thing.
Yo.
I got Hell in a Cell. Easy. Oh, no. Because you say gimmick, right?
Yeah, but but first we're gonna pick which cage.
All right, go ahead. Pick one. Pick a cage. Any cage.
Listen,
Please try to pick a
alright.
cage.
Dale.
Yeah,
Wait,
pick
which
a
one do you think?
That's all the time we have for you folks this week.
Asshole.
Still don't care where
Are
you
you
getting your
fucking
fix
serious?
from. We know you getting it from
Hijueputa.
somewhere. You know what, Pretty
Hijueputa.
Chubby? You didn't get to pick your cage that you wanted, but you know what you can do? You can tell the pretty people at home what they can do on iTunes
Son,
for
you're gonna
us
keep doing this every
after
fucking
this.
week?
On Apple Podcasts, scroll all the way down, just like I go down on your mother,
Oh
Jeez.
my God!
and give us those 5 stars. 5-star rating. And write some nice shit, just like I write all over your mother's panties every single night. I promise that I'm gonna return them one day, maybe on Mother's Day, which is in 2 weeks. I'm coming on you, baby girl.
All that and more. 10 count to 10. So
We have sponsors.
we done. We had sponsors.